Okay, so good morning everyone. How are you doing? I think you love this video. Yeah. So we're having a conversation. This is a bus station. We are talking about it's a career conversation really, and it's based on an experience I had yesterday. So yesterday I was in a meeting with so the background is that the clients, we've been speaking with them, asking them to release the PO so we could do the works for about 2 months now. And then they showed up last week, released the PO and said they want to do the workshop today. So we didn't have a lot of prep time and everyone was kind of under pressure. And then this particular team member, the points he was raising were kind of valid, but he wasn't gracious. He wasn't gracious in understanding that everyone was dealing with what we were all dealing with. And so it felt like he was lashing out. If it was just me, I could have even just said, okay, let me just stomach it. But I got to work yesterday, I saw an email he had written to someone else that was just unnecessarily nasty. So I was upset. We were having a meeting and he said some things that were totally unkind and unfair to me. And he was saying something about me learning to take responsibility or to take charge, something like that. It was so rude and I was angry. I wanted to just go off on him and just tell him all fine, just show him that he doesn't have the monopoly of bad behavior. And in the past I would have done that and I would have justified my behavior that it was because of the way he behaved. But I've learned to regulate my emotions, particularly because I'm female. We don't like to hear it, but women tend to sometimes overreact to issues. I was angry, but I managed to keep my cool. So what did I do instead? I took several deep breaths because I was angry. And based on my past experiences, if I'm that angry, my responses are I just go off over the top, and I find myself having to apologize for what I said. So God helping me, I was able to hold myself in, not say, but of course I gave him a bit of attitude, so it was obvious that I was not happy, but I tried not to speak, but my silence was speaking. And so immediately after the meeting, it was an online meeting, I immediately called my line manager. He was in the other meeting as well. And I spoke to him and told him exactly how I was feeling. And for me, I think that was the breakthrough moment for me. Many times, because we don't get to vent, we keep things in, then when we do vent, we bottle and overreact. So in having that conversation with my line manager and telling him how I felt in a regulated environment, I was able to think through the entire scenario, and it was easy to see things I could have done better, and it was easy to separate issues. And my manager had actually recommended that I escalate to our joint manager, and I thought about it. I thought I wanted to do that, but I thought, okay, let me have a conversation with this person that upset me, so he even understands why I'm upset. But in the course of the day, we didn't get to talk. He came around at some point because he definitely must have picked it up, or maybe someone told him. But I still realized I was too angry to speak, so I didn't talk. But we finally had a meeting towards the evening, and he said something that gave me the opportunity to say how I felt. And I unburdened, and I told him how I felt in a controlled manner.